Hi, this is Boris. This week we're going to talk about Jeff Palahniuk's Fight Club 2. So, of course, I think most people know the movie. I think later, I'm sure people found out that Fight Club was actually based on a novel. Actually, I haven't read the novel. I would love to read it when I have time. So it's written by the same author, Chuck Palahniuk, and illustrated by Cameron Stewart. Of course, the cover is by the great David Mack, and so let's look at the credits. So yeah, story by Chuck Palahniuk, art by Cameron Stewart, and the colors by Dave Stewart, and the letters and logo by Nate Piekos of Lambot. Well, I guess he just used like digital lettering, and of course, like cover and chapter break art by David Mack. So. Um, as usual, I've marked some important things that I wanted to point out in the book, but I'll just show a little bit of everything, and I'll talk about and give my general impression. So let's get started. So the first thing, and again, I want to start by saying that please be aware that this is not suitable for kids because it has like mature content and gore and violence. So I've already showed this, so I think it was too late. But with Fight Club 2, you could expect that. So so one thing that I have to say is that in David Mack's cover, they're so, of course, I mean they're so cool, and he has a really very specific style. He has a very identifiable take on themes. And I'm sure there are a lot of themes that I'm not getting. Like there are a lot of symbolism, and I'm sure there's a lot that I'm not capturing. But so here, for example, this piece, like this cover with the zebra, um, I'm guessing that because zebras are like herd animals, it's maybe about herd mentality, maybe a reference to Nietzsche. For those who are interested in philosophy a little bit. So yeah, one thing I noticed is that I'm also working on my own comic book. I'm adapting a short story by a friend. And when you look at the background, and again, I keep saying this in every analysis I do, it's just there's just enough to give you the background, right? Like because the reason why I always get scared of background in a way, like I really feel uncomfortable drawing backgrounds because I don't know like how much detail I have to put in. And like here, for example, like there's like I don't know, you understand that they're in a room. So here, for example, then you understand that it's a church and it's a road. So yeah, I'm trying to like still figure that thing out. So character. Okay, one thing about the character look. Um, To be completely honest, so I'm not familiar with Cameron Stewart, and I'm not a really big comic book fan. I read comic books for the art and storytelling mainly, and so for example, if you look at Marla Singer, the way he drew Marla Singer. So for those who want a little bit of reference, so the character was played by Helena Bonham Carter in the movie, and so it's a really great face. It's really identifiable, and I'm really impressed by the artists who are able to. I mean, I know it's a given, but like to draw the same character in from different angles, and I'm still trying to figure that thing out for my own stories. But I feel like I've already seen this face many times in comics. So yeah, it serves the purpose, but is it a unique look? I don't think so. And also, I feel like I mean, of course, it's written by the same author of the book, but um, I don't know if the look just looks very, I don't know, standard in my opinion. So here we have so these are some notes that I put also for movie references. So they make a lot of references to the movie. So again, since I haven't read the book, I don't know if they're referring to the movie or to the book. It's hard to say. Here, for example, so here, this sort of digital objects placed in front of panels, I think they're trying to replicate that glitch. Like in the movie, there's a point where Brad Pitt's image just like flickers and then just stops. Like, so maybe, I don't know, that they're trying to do that. To be completely honest, I didn't see the point, but I don't know. Of course, Fight Club, you have to have gore, right? So, and like it's like there's an internal monologue going on here, and all these things exploding out of his head. You have more of that sort of glitch with those pedals. So again, like I said, mature content. So okay, so here's a short, like a short summary, and I'll try to cover as much as possible. Of course, the unnamed author, because we only know Tyler Durden, his personality, he calls himself Sebastian. So his name is Sebastian. He just tries to fit in. He's taking medication, which he thinks is suppressing his personality, Tyler. But his wife has other plans because his wife loves having sex with Tyler Durden, right? Because he's great in bed. So she actually replaces the the real medication with sugar. Like she just replaces it and she changes that. And there's a line. So he works for like a video game company, if I'm not mistaken. So like, there are parts of it that I was not able to understand because it's so dense. There are a lot of things going on, a lot of stories and plot lines. And he also sees this psychiatrist who hypnotizes him and brings like Tyler. So this is how Tyler looks in this iteration. So I just took note of this one for Burning Building. So like it's really simple, like just silhouette, some little bit of like almost like removing some part of the silhouette to reveal maybe the flame, which was maybe like on the back layer. So I mean, yeah, it looks pretty digital. So I'm sure it's all done in digital. So again, like I said, David Mack's covers are amazing. So this, I mean, I'm not a painter. Like I know that it makes reference to famous painting. But like for example here, like the way David Mack drew Marla Singer. So I think this is, I don't know, because she looks a little bit odd. Like here I feel like Marla Singer just looks too attractive to me. Or maybe that's what because that's the one thing, like also like some artists can't help but draw beautiful characters. And sometimes it's not that interesting, depending on the story, of course. So I just make a note to myself that, of course, this is the house that appears also in the first movie. I also made a note to myself that I need to use this. As a matter of fact, I'll just keep it here for practice because, like I said, I'm trying to get better at backgrounds and drawing buildings. So I think the best way to learn is to copy the way the comic book artists, draw buildings. So here, this was a really great, clever way of storytelling. So, like for example, he says, "I'm going to need," and then this is like showing, not telling, and I really like that because you can tell and not show, or show and not tell. If you show and tell, it will be boring. So, like for example, I'm adapting the short story written by a friend, and so the decision, it's interesting to like figure out like what should I show and what I shouldn't show. What should I tell through the narration, when which part should I leave out, and so on. So again, another movie reference. He asks Marla Singer to his wife to hit him, and she hits him in the ear, like in the movie. Again, another really great shot that I can use for the building practice. So yeah, really, I mean, it is very, I don't know, I don't want to say cliche, but like, because there's always work put in, and um, I really like the way he like designs faces, especially the way he draws the noses. Um, it's like very like straight, like almost like sharp or like cut from a tree or something. So I'm just going ahead. So and once Singer lets Tyler out, all hell breaks loose because he tries to basically destroy the world, right? Take over the world, and his son gets kidnapped. So he has to go back into the what is it, Project Mayhem, to sort of find out what happened to his son. So to save his son, right? And of course, there was a twist, and we find out more about Tyler Durden, that it was not a new thing. Like he was always there with. Okay, let's call him Sebastian. As a kid, um, as an adult, I mean, actually grew up with him. There is also a rumor that Tyler Durden might have killed Sebastian's parents. There are a lot of interesting stuff, and here, like, there's like a meta narrative, which I think, to be completely honest, I really recommend that you buy this and read it for yourself. But I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed with the ending. And the Chuck Palahniuk, the author, is like he put himself in the story, and so it's just a group of like friends, or I don't know if they're all writers, but I think so. He's maybe writing and then showing it to his friends. So I just took note of this beautiful blood spatter here. I don't know how he does it. Maybe he just flicks the ink, or maybe there is like a brush on Photoshop or something to do that. But I feel like that's really difficult to do. Also, to like when it comes to blood spatter, to hit the blood spatter in the right direction. So I think it was another reference to the movie, and so this actually I I stole it for my own story, because if you look at most of it, it's just like really, even if you have those messy things going around, like it's all in like panels, right, which are just following one after each other. And then when you get into the fight, it gets messy. So I really liked, when I read this for the first time, I really loved the way it flowed. I think it's a really great way to show a fight scene. I really love this. Approved by the Comics Code Authority. So if I'm not mistaken, this character was the character that was played by Jared Leto. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot his name. So yeah, I don't want to. I mean, again, I could just show the whole book, but those are the main things that I've noted. To be completely honest, like I didn't see any really interesting narrative things done, like because there are so many things in the story. So I think the author just wanted to, the artist and the author, they just wanted to get everything in, and it is like a full-on like complete story. So that was nice, because I really love that. And And this was interesting. Like, so again, I like I said, I haven't read the book, but there is a Fight Club ending redux, the ending of the original novel revisited. So by revisited, do they mean that it's adapted into a comic novel, or is it actually redrawn, like, or retold in a different way, right? I don't know. So it was nice. It was a nice surprise to find this at the end. So Jack Palahniuk, Cameron Stewart, and David Mack. This is the ending of, again, the gore, right? So yeah, that's. I mean, like I said, I was quite disappointed with this. I don't have quite. Sorry about that. I don't have a lot of things to say about this in terms of artwork, because to be completely honest, like it's. I mean, I hate to um, because there is so much work, right, that goes into this, and you can see it. Um, But are there things that stand out? To be completely honest, in my personal opinion, no. I'm not saying that I would do a better job, but it's just like, maybe it's the digital. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but like there's something that doesn't work. I don't know if he's going to continue this story. I don't know if there's going to be a Fight Club 3. Let's see. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Like, if you read the novel, if you read this graphic novel, if you read the original novel, let me know what you think in the comment section. But I just wanted to talk about this for this week. And yeah, I think I'll thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm always trying to put as much content as possible. Of course, there are my regular tutorials on every Monday, and these look at comic books or graphic novels in the middle of the week. And I'm also doing like a sketchbook drawing practice where I just share me drawing and practicing drawing. So yeah, stay tuned for more. And if you have any requests or any comment, please leave them in the comment section below. And thank you for watching. This is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.